Dropshipping is so saturated and more popular than ever because it is so easy to start. It's so easy that you can start on the comfort of your bed with $0. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to do just that. I'm gonna show you how to start dropshipping in an online business for $0. Literally from nothing.
Make up your mind.
So let's get into the first step on how to create a brand new dropshipping store from $0. This also includes free traffic, so we're not going to spend a single cent on paid traffic here. So let's start off with the first step, and the first step is to check out trending stores. How you're going to do this is using Facebook ad library. Just type in random searches or random topics, random niches that you're attracted to, and then see what is working, what's not. For example, one of the random examples that I have up here is the fact that there is a DIY silky skin laser thing here, and this is doing extremely well. They've got 8,000 likes on their page and a whole bunch of engagement on their ads. But just essentially what you want to do is look at trending products. I've got a couple other videos on that if you're interested. But once you settle on a product, what you want to do is create a Gmail account, a business account, make sure that it is tied to your business name, settle on a business name, completely free. And then links down below, Shopify store, 14-day free trial. What you're going to do is go ahead and use that business email address and start that free trial. So from here, you're going to start that free trial. So you've got 14 free days to set up your store. That's plenty. That should be more than enough. And then what you're going to do is go into your store, and then you're going to download a couple things up front first. So now that you've got the product itself and you've got the store up running, what you want to do is download Oblo, the first app. And Oblo is all about getting free integration from AliExpress and integrating that product into your store. This is completely free. Yes, you can buy a subscription package and then move up tiers through Oblo, but when you're first starting out, you can go completely free, and that's all that you need. So we're going to download Oblo, then we're going to download another couple applications after that, but that's not important at the moment. So once you download Oblo, we're going to set up your store. And with store setup, we're talking about themes and whatnot. With themes, you can just stick to a free theme. Of course, you get premium themes and whatnot, but just stick to your free theme. And what I like to use when it comes to free themes, depending on what you want to sell, I just stick with Debut nowadays. It works really well. So you can explore the free themes here. You've got a whole bunch here, and then you've got premium themes, but you really don't need to worry about premium themes because it's not going to impact conversion rates significantly. You can still get a lot of sales through free themes, and I know a lot of people, including my students, who use free themes and they're making a ton of sales. So themes don't really matter that much. So the next thing you're going to do is customize your store. So when it comes to customizing your store, you've got to think about the creative and the assets, and this is more about time than spending money. You can go ahead and take your time in creating your store. But some people ask, okay, what about banners? What about logos and stuff? Either you got to use Photoshop, which I personally use, which you got to pay a subscription for. It's not cheap. Or you can go with a freelancer, go on Fiverr.com, Upwork, or whatever it is, and pay someone to do it. But that's still going to cost you money, right? And this video is all about $0, completely $0. So you're not spending a single thing. And what we're going to use in this case then is what I love and what I used to use when I want to get something up real quick, completely for free as well, is Canva. Now, I personally love Canva. It's a really easy to use web-based template browser and template editor. And what you're going to do is, again, links down below if you're interested in all these tools. What you're going to do is basically go into templates or go into create a design actually, and then you're going to scroll all the way down to logo. Where did it go? I think I'm going to paste it. But as you can see from this, right, there is a whole bunch of different templates and suggestions you can create. We're going to go ahead and create that logo first. Let's just say theoretically we've picked a product and it's going to be beauty related. So you're just going to type in beauty here and then see if there's any templates that fit your niche. And then you're just going to simply pick a niche here, or sorry, a template here, and then you're going to edit it. Now, of course, because this is completely free, you're just going to stick to the free templates here on Canva. They do have different upgrade schemes and whatnot. And if you're into that sort of thing and you're willing to spend a couple more dollars, and go ahead and do that. But otherwise, you can stick to the free templates here. What you're going to do is just hover above them and see if they're free or not. So let's just go ahead and pick something random here. So let's go ahead and edit this. You know, let's call it something random here. Let's say AZ. And then just edit the second one here. And then all you're going to do is, that is as simple as that. So the biggest thing, what I find, is people get perfection paralysis. That is, and I get it too, that is the fact that you want everything to be perfect and schmick before setting your store live. But that's not the point. We want the MVP. MVP standing for minimum viable product, getting things up fast, and then getting that initial sale, proof of concept, and then running with it then. So you're going to click download and go ahead and download that bad boy. Like I said, it's completely free. So that's the awesome part about it. Then you're just going to go back into the store and start editing your store. Build out that theme. It's completely free. Go into the header. Then I've got that up and running here, AZ. And then, like I said, you're just going to play around with it. The store theming is pretty important, but it's all completely free. You just need to spend some time on, you know, managing the look of your store. And then you've got 14 free days anyway to manage this. So you're able to take your time if you really want to. I'm going to change this. Let's just say, for example, let's just change it to a different color. But you get the gist. I'm not going to completely change this right now, but you get the gist. So Canva is amazing for that use. You can also go back in and then look for, you know, banners and whatnot. So let's just type in banner, blog banner, and just go in and select your template. And you can create a similar thing. Basically, you can create a really fancy type of banner for your Shopify store with the exact same steps that I just listed out now. So now that we have the store up and running, essentially, and this has been completely for free, we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to add the payment gateway. Now, adding the payment gateway, there's 2 free recommendations that I recommend. You don't need to go into detail here. Some of the other payment gateways obviously require subscription fees and whatnot. So you're going to stick with the simplest 2 fees, and that is, let's just type in payment here, payment gateway. And then just let it load, payment provider settings. And then you're just going to go with the Shopify gateway system. And then you're also going to go with PayPal. And that is it. So you're just going to click activate Shopify payments, activate PayPal Express checkout. So if you don't already know how to set up these 2 payment gateways, or if you're in a country that doesn't allow PayPal, for example, then I've got a specific video on how to set up your payment gateways, or which payment gateways that you should use depending on the country that you're in. So go check out that video afterwards. So once we've got all of that running up front, we still haven't spent a single cent, which is amazing. You're going to go ahead and go into AliExpress and import your products via Oberlo. Now, beyond that, you might be asking about domain name. You do not need a domain name. Yes, it is $12, and I highly recommend, if you have the $12, to go ahead and just spend the $12 and buy that domain name. I highly recommend Namecheap. But you know, in this case, given it's completely free tutorial, you're not spending you're spending $0. You're gonna get a free myshopify.com domain name anyway, as long as you register via Shopify. So that's all that matters. And then beyond that, I highly recommend downloading my one product Shopify dropshipping guide. It's going to list out all the details that I'm running through here. And it's 30 pages worth. Again, it's completely free, so go ahead and check that guide out. It's going to give you the more in-depth details on what sort of applications to download for your Shopify store. But now moving in, and you guys are probably wondering, okay, how am I going to get paid traffic to my store? Oh, sorry, not paid. How are you going to get traffic to my store without paying for that traffic? And this is one of the most trickiest parts to a completely free setup. And I will admit that it is tough, but there are ways around it. You're just going to need patience, and you need to be quite savvy. The first thing I'm going to recommend to achieve traffic to your store completely for free is you need to set up your store on a couple marketplaces. So what I mean by this is because we're not using Google ads or Google shopping ads or Facebook ads, Snapchat, whatever it is, we need a new platform to leverage. So where are we going to get that traffic from? They're not going to suddenly come into your store without any sort of advertising, but without any money at all. How are we going to achieve that? And that's by leveraging platforms that already pre-exist. And this is exactly what I mean. The first thing you want to do, okay, is simply go into your Shopify backend and type in blog. Now, not enough people use this feature at all. You're just going to go type in blog, add a blog post. Now, what does this mean and what are you going to do with this? You're just going to create a blog content area on your website and start creating content on your store. Now, again, if you have some money, go ahead and outsource this to a virtual assistant or on Upwork and then get a blogger to write content about your niche or about your product. And what this is going to do is it's going to start ranking in terms of website SEO. So it's going to start using Google, Bing, the platforms there, and drive traffic to your website. Now, this is a longer term strategy. You're not immediately going to get traffic like that just because you post up a blog post. Does not work like that. But as long as you're following SEO tactics, and that's something for a whole nother video. But if you're writing blog posts and content and useful content and you're making sure that it's SEO friendly, then you're going to start seeing that people are going to enter into your store directly. So that's via Google and Bing, etc., without spending any sort of money. So we're going to actually leverage that content and we're going to post it elsewhere too. And what I mean by that is you're going to use other platforms that are completely free. And the other platform that I'm going to recommend is Wanilo. I never know how to pronounce it. But what this is essentially you're going to download the Wanilo app. As you can see here, I've already downloaded it here. But you're just going to go into apps and then download the app. What this is going to do is connect you and hook you up to a free marketplace, which is this marketplace here. And then people are going to come through to this store, and then they're going to come through to the platform. And whenever they want to buy something specific, they might come through your store via this platform. So these are easy ways, easy wins to set up your store on other platforms completely for free. So that's something you're going to do. On top of that, you also want to make sure you go onto the App Store. You're going to get the eBay application. This is huge. This is, as you know, eBay is completely free to use. You just pay a fee when you actually make the sale. So you're just going to go into apps and type in eBay. And you're going to click the first result, which is eBay. And you're going to install this, create an eBay profile if you don't already have one. And then you're going to connect it up to your Shopify store. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to automatically push, your products onto the eBay platform and marketplace and leverage that for you. Completely automatic. So eBay dropshipping is a huge thing, and this is a very easy way to do it through Shopify. So as you can see here, there's a product that I can push onto the eBay platform, and that's completely easy to do. But essentially what you're going to do is build out your sales channels essentially, and not use Google ads or Facebook ads, etc., because this is a completely free tutorial and you're using $0 here. So that is another platform you need to push onto. Now, with that content that I asked you to create on your blogs page, going back into it, just go into blog post and create a couple of blog posts here. What you're going to do, and an easy way to do it is, and like I said, I've already created this from a while ago as an example, top 5 ways to clean your cat. This sort of content you're going to push onto relevant Facebook groups. So all you're going to do is go onto Facebook, not the ad library, but go onto Facebook, find a couple Facebook groups that have a lot of following, join it, and then post meaningful content onto the Facebook group, and then potentially link back to your store if they're interested. Now, that is a great way to drive traffic to your store, and you're going to do that manually. And again, this is labor intensive because essentially if you're not willing to invest into your store with money, then you need to be willing to invest in your store some way, in some sort of form. And that is through your time. Okay. So, there is no such thing as just setting up a store, not doing absolutely anything, and you're going to get sales. It doesn't work like that. You need to have some sort of investment. And in this case, since we're not using money, we're spending $0, we're using your time. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to start posting the content on platforms such as Facebook groups. You're going to drive organic traffic through SEO. You're going to use other platforms like Wanilo and also eBay, etc. And then you're also going to join other Facebook groups. Might as well join, shameless plug, Facebook Mastery, my mastermind group, where you're able to learn more tips and hacks on how to best optimize your e-com store and scale and grow your e-com store. It's completely free once more. So essentially at this point, you've set up your store with a whole bunch of different apps and a whole bunch of different sales channels, and you're really just going to drive those sales channels and continue to build your store from there. This is more of a time-consuming, method, but it's completely free, and you're not going to spend any money at all. But it is going to take time. It is going to take patience in order to see results. And I have received a number of sales through direct, through SEO. Another way to do it is through Instagram. You create an Instagram page, start posting up content, although Instagram organic reach is going down, unfortunately, but still a way to do it. Create content and garner a following, and then push them through to the Shopify store. This being said, not all of us are that patient, unfortunately. We're not that patient in putting up all this effort and potentially seeing very slow results come through if you're doing this completely free. So I still highly recommend Facebook ads, but I do have a completely free tip for you, or not tip, I have a free complete web class for you, and that is the free Facebook training right here. What you're going to do is just input your first name and email address into this specific page here. I'm going to leave the links down below, and then you're going to get free Facebook training. It's over an hour web class to get you up to scratch in how I was able to manage 10 times ROAS consistently. Okay, with Facebook ads, it's so much easier. You're going to spend money, but if you're able to hit ROAS and let's say get $3 for every dollar that you put in, well then that's completely automated and you can scale that indefinitely, and that is the fastest way you're going to make sales and grow your completely free store that you just set up. So I highly recommend you check out this free Facebook training. The web classes are ongoing consistently, so all you're going to do is just tuck in your details here, and then you're going to sit through the web class, and guaranteed you're going to get some big knowledge and information bombs out of it. So everything that I've suggested in this video is completely free, and it's the easiest way to not only start drop shipping, but start your own business right now and start growing real quick. Now, be sure that you take all this information and implement it today and just start, because it's completely free. The only thing that's stopping you is the fact that you need to kick your ass and start going right now. So I highly recommend, after watching this video, signing up to this web class, looking at the other content on my channel, and start right now. So if you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and let me know how you go in the comments down below, and if you have plans and what niche you decide to get into. But otherwise, hope to see you in the next video, and keep on hustling.